Uh,
Ito I just want to warn you, because we will produce the two lawyers. If you cannot name it in today's hearing, I will cite you in contempt for lying.
Hindi ako
Just want to warn you. Huwag mo kaming burahin dito, Colonel Marcos. Are you still with the CIDG?
yes po, sir.
Oh, General Torre, yung tao mo is telling a lie. He is lying in front of this committee.
Kakapasok lang na balita. Mga bata ni Tambas sa kamera, patuloy ang paninira sa imahe ni Duterte. Congressman Paduano, nagalit ang hindi makuha ang sagot na kanyang nais. Colonel Marcos, sinabihang sinungaling at gustong i-contempt. Pero bago ang lahat, maaari kayong mag-subscribe para maging updated sa mga issue at bagong mga balita. Ito na nga, mga tauhan ni Tamba Martin Romualdez, pilit pinipiga ang mga opisyal na pulis para siraan si dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Congressman Paduano, nagmamarunong sa nangyaring pagdinig sa Quadcom. Colonel Marcos, tinawag na sinungaling dahil sa di nito maibigay ang sagot na gustong makuha ni Paduano. Kaya naman Paduano, naggagalit-galitan at gusto pang i-contempt si Colonel Marcos. Narito ang buong detalye.
Congressman Paduano, the chair of the Committee on Public Accounts.
Thank you, Chairman. Before I proceed with regards to the issues that was raised by our colleagues, doon po sa raid at saka yung sa search warrant, doon sa Bye-Bye Leyte. Mr. Espinosa, yung pakitingnan na po yung paragraph 17 of your affidavit. Paragraph 17 po. Page 3. Paragraph 17. Now, you mentioned about the conversation between General Bato and Espilido. Gamit ang cellphone niya para tanungin siya tungkol sa CCTV footage ng Zilan Hotel sa Albuera, Leyte. Do you have direct knowledge or any knowledge about this CCTV footage?
Sa panahon na yon, meron kasi kasama ako ng daddy ko na nag-abot ng pera kay Sir Marcos.
So yung CCTV na to, na footage, is all about the footage that was taken in that hotel when you give the money to Colonel Marcos.
I'm not the one who give the money, but ang papa ko ang nagbigay, nag-on hand sa kanya.
Okay. And Mr. Chairman, just to put on record that we need to again invite Colonel Espinido with regards to this CCTV footage doon sa Celan Hotel in which the allegation of Kerwin Espinosa is with regards to the money being handed to Colonel Marcos from his father. Tama?
Yes po,
Okay.
Mr. Chair.
Okay, now, Mr. Chairman, can we request the COMSEC to invite in the next hearing Colonel Espinido? Kailangan niya pong sagutin to. Next.
Comsec, can you take note of the request of Congressman Paduano to invite Colonel Espinido?
Next, dun po sa page 3, paragraph 16 to 20. This is all about the conversation between between Bato de la Rosa and Espinido, and at the same time, yung pag-uusap nyo ni former General Bato de la Rosa, now Senator Bato de la Rosa, you mentioned that during that conversation, your mother is present. Can you confirm it?
Yes po, nandun po yung mama ko.
Narinig
At
ba
hindi lang po ang mama ko, pati yung kapatid ko na isa.
Who is the name of your brother, sister?
Sister.
Sister? Who is the...
Mariel Espinosa.
Mariel Espinosa.
Salepa Eslabon Espinosa.
Narinig po ba nila yung pinag-uusapan?
Opo.
Sigurado ka?
Sigurado ako kasi nasa hindi dito ako halimbawa dito ako nakapwesto, ang higaan ko ay diyan lang sa first na upuan.
So, ang kausap mo noon, si General Bato de la Rosa.
Opo.
Ang pinag-usapan niyo tungkol doon sa
CCTV at sa plano na idawit ang pangalan ni Peter Lim at ni Laila de Lima at yung kay Dayan na i-align yung mga date at lugar na babanggitin sa Senado.
saan ngayon yung kapatid mo at saka nanay mo?
Nasa probinsya po, Mr. Chair.
Sa Albuera,
Sa Albuera.
sa bahay niyo.
Opo, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman, with that, may we request that we invite in the next hearing the mother of Kerwin Espinosa and his sister. No, that was so that it will be confirmed and corroborated the statement being made by Kerwin Espinosa in his affidavit. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Comsec, please invite the mother and the sister of Kerwin Espinosa in our next scheduled committee hearing on the subject of extrajudicial killings.
And Mr. Chairman, can we request, since General Torre, the head of the CIGG in the whole country, can we request General Torre to secure the safety of the name mentioned, the mother and the sister of Kerwin Espinosa?
Yes, sir. Will do, sir.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Chairman, let me proceed with the next item with regards to the statements of Kerwin and the statement of Colonel Marcos. But before that, may I ask the AMLAC, do you have now the exact before AMLAC, Mr. Chair, to answer, when Congressman Kong Hoon asked the CHR with regards to complaints and complaints on extrajudicial killing, on their records, he mentioned about police officers involved. And Congressman Kong Hoon requested for the figures. But let me amend such, or a rejoinder on that. Can we request not only the figure, can we request the list of all the PNP officers in that complaint, no? And the circumstances. And that includes the dates. The dates, the cases, the incident or accident happened with regards to AGK.
Honorable Chair, yes, the Commission on Human Rights will comply with the request of the Honorable Committee.
Can you submit it before the next hearing?
Yes, Your Honor, we will comply, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Now, AMLAC, with regards to the 5.1 billion freeze order by AMLAC been mentioned by Colonel Marcos, is it correct?
Your Honor, at present, there is a civil forfeiture case which is ongoing against Mr. Kerwin Espinosa. And properties which are frozen at present, for the peso account, it's amounting to 1,235,439 and 90 centavos. And there is also a US dollar account in the amount of $502.33. Also, there are 11 real properties. This include a one residential lot worth 336,000 pesos. Another is one fishing ship, 17 motor vehicles, 4 motorcycles, 4 firearms, and 2 watercrafts. The asset preservation order on these properties were issued on the 31st of July 2017. So there is no 5 billion, Your Honor, that was frozen by the AMLAC. That might have been sourced from news articles.
Colonel Marcos, can you comment on that?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Actually, kanina lumapit po ako sa taga-AMLA, sir. Prinobide ko sa kanya yung documents na prinobide din sa akin nung dalawang attorney ng taga-AMLA. Yung scheme.
Sandali po.
Yung,
Documents coming from the AMLAC,
Yep, yes.
dalawang attorney. Is it official and authenticated?
hindi naman po, sir.
O hindi dapat. So you should not mention in this committee those documents if it's not official.
Pati po yung
Hindi na, sandali.
Yes, sir.
Sama na. You should not use it in your statement, those documents that is not official.
Yes.
And who is that two attorneys? From AMLAC.
Pilit ko pong i-recall.
Now you don't recall.
Yung
Now you can't recall. Can you recall it or not?
Nandoon po sa isang cellphone ko, sir. Sa isang cellphone ko na hindi ko na ginamit. At saka nag-provide po ako ng cheque na nandoon po yung corporation. Blue.
Sandali.
Opo.
Sandali. Dahan-dahan mo na. I'm just asking you about that 5.1 billion. And you tell this committee that your source is the two attorney or lawyer from the AMLAC. Now, I told you that is not an official document. Correct?
It could be, hindi ba siya authenticated, sir?
Oh, that's why you cannot use it. Dahan-dahan ka po. Dito sa committee to. Second, you cannot anymore remember the two lawyers from AMLAC?
Pardon, sir?
Hindi mo na matandaan yung dalawang abogado?
Pili ko nire-recall, pero sigurado ako, sir, nandun sa isang cellphone ko po yung
How did you get that information? You talk to them? Personally?
We were ongoing, sir, with the financial...
Sandali. You talk to them, yes or no? Personally?
Personally, sir.
Oh, so you cannot remember the names? You talk to them personally, but you cannot remember the names? Even surname or family name? Eto I just want to warn you, because we will produce that two lawyers. If you cannot name it in today's hearing, I will cite you in contempt for lying.
Hindi ako,
Just want to warn you. Huwag mo kaming burahin dito, Colonel Marcos. Are you still with the CIDG?
yes po, sir.
Oh, General Torre, yung tao mo is telling a lie. He is lying in front of this committee. So you can name the two lawyers? As you have mentioned, you talk to them personally. But now you cannot mention the name.
It was 7 years ago.
Sorry?
Yung pangalan nila, sir, at saka yung cellphone number, nandun po sa isang cellphone ko, sir.
No, I'm not asking about the cell phone number.
Bali po,
I'm asking about the names because if you have is the two lawyers assigned in the central office?
sir,
Naka-assign ba po yung dalawang lawyers sa central office ng AMLA?
possible, sir.
Ba't possible? You're a CIDG intelligence officer and you never check the background of the two lawyers you mentioned?
Actually,
And that is the source of your 5.1 billion telling in this committee?
sir, these two lawyers conducted seminar on all CIDG personnel and regional
When
officers.
was that? Ito, lumalabling tayo.
2016,
Saan
sir.
yung seminar na yan?
It was 2016, sir. Training kami pertaining to money laundering.
Saan yan?
Dito, sir, sa Manila, lahat ng RC.
Saan sa Manila?
Isang hotel, sir.
Saan hotel? Oh, hindi mo na naman matandaan yung hotel.
Actually, the training, sir, is mandatory for regional.
Hindi nga, I'm asking about the hotel. You cannot mention the name. Now you're telling us that there is a seminar in that hotel. And what is that hotel? Because we have to check that hotel. If indeed there's a seminar on that day.
I'll try to recall, sir. Doon ko po nakilala yung dalawang lawyer.
Eto, Colonel Marcos, ha? Eto, I just want to warn you.
Mr. Chair,
Eto, this is your first offense of lying.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
with the indulgence of the Honorable Paduano,
With the indulgence of Congressman
one
Paduano.
question lang, one question.
Yes, Congressman Naakop, you're recognized.
Colonel Marcos, yung information regarding yung 5 billion ba, was it voluntarily given you or did you ask for it?
It was voluntarily given to me, sir.
Then
Because
it is mandatory that you recall the names of the two AMLAC. Because that is not appropriate.
yes, sir, I will give, sir, the two names, sir.
Kami nga, hindi nga namin basta-basta makuha yung kwan kung walang predicate crime eh.
I will provide the two names, sir.
Yes,
Because
provide it. Otherwise, I will agree with the Honorable Paduano that you should be cited in contempt. Kasi sinagot mo yung katanungan sa katanungan ni Honorable Rodriguez Gutierrez kanina. Yes.
sir,
Ikaw ang nag-volunteer nun na yung kwan ni Mr. Espinosa, ang transaction is worth 5 billion.
can I explain a little, sir? Nung binigay po sa akin yung information,
Hindi kita tinatanong. Ang tinanong ko lang sa iyo is, did you ask for the details or binolunteer ng AMLAC?
it was voluntarily given to me because mayroon po silang binigay na documents on the scheme of the money laundering. Nandito po sa cellphone. Yun po ang binigay.
Thank you, Honorable Paduano.
Chairman, kaya
Please proceed.
Amlak, is it
Yes, sir.
normal? Kasi kami dito, pag nag-request kami, doon sa asset, freezing of assets, ang daming requirements. But, Colonel Marcos is telling this committee na binigay sa kanya voluntarily that allegedly that 5.1 billion asset. And looking at your records, nandito ngayon hawak ko, and you mentioned it, wala. Di ba? Kaya is it normal, Amlak?
Your Honor, for the meeting that Colonel Marcos mentioned, well, it's usual occurrence for us to have coordination meetings with our counterparts, Your Honor. But as to the disclosure of transactions, I'm not really sure if, but me as an investigator, when we conduct these meetings, we don't readily disclose information because of the bank secrecy law and
Sir,
Section 8
naalala
of
ko
the-
na. Si General Lubusan, sir, yung dalawang lawyer na taga-AMLA, inutusan niya, sir, na pumunta ng Tacloban para harapin ako, sir, because I was ongoing investigation on a Metrobank account also pertaining to drug money. Ngayon, sir, kaya ako na-meet, sir, yung dalawang lawyer. Hindi ko naman sila personal na kilala, pero sinabi ni General Lubusan doon sa AMLA dalawang lawyer, pumunta kayo kay Colonel Marcos sa Region 8. You coordinate with him. He will give you all the information.
Oh, Colonel
Ano
Marcos,
nangyari?
you're now changing your story. Tama?
It is how I meet, sir, the two lawyers.
Sandali.
Opo, sir.
So you're now changing your story? Yes or no?
Hindi naman po, sir. Doon ko sila
Anong hindi? You tell this committee a while ago that during your seminar, then all of a sudden, inutusan na certain General Busa, eto, problema pa, papatawag namin si General Busa. And if he deny it, lagot ka.
Both occasions, sir, are true. Yung una, sir, na-meet ko sila dahil pinapunta sila ni General Ubusan sa Region 8. Mag-coordinate sa akin.
Dali.
After that, sir, dahil hindi si kumbinsido yung taga-AMLA sa knowledge namin pertaining to financial investigation on money laundering, nagpakandak po si General Ubusan ng seminar. Yun po. Doon ko na naman sila po na-meet uli.
So nauna yung pagpunta nila sa Leyte.
It was the first time that I met them kasi inutusan silang pumunta ng OTSO para mag-coordinate sa akin, may bigay ko yung mga impormasyon na kailangan nila. At the same time, sir, na-convince sila na yung mga chief ng CIDG hindi equipped pertaining to financial investigation.
Mr.
So,
Chair.
nagpakandak ko, sir, ng seminar.
Mr.
So
Chair.
you're, with the indulgence of General Acop, Chairman Acop after me. Ito na lang po, is you're telling that the two lawyers you cannot mention is lying?
Lying po.
Lying. Because on record, there is a such thing as 5.1 billion. So they're lying, but still you cannot mention their name?
It is the, sir, a Blue Oceanic Corporation Textile.
No. What? Answer directly my question. Di ba? Sinabi mo 5 billion, 5.1 billion. Now we check with AMLA, wala. Now you're telling this committee that the two lawyers in which until now you cannot mention is lying?
Wala naman sila dito, sir, para i-deny yung sinasabi ko.
Ah, hindi. This is record. Nako, Colonel Marcos, are you a lawyer?
Hindi naman po.
Oh, wag kang mag-lawyering dito.
Hindi po ako
Mr.
nag-dolor.
Papalusot ka. I am not a lawyer. Pero hindi ka pwedeng lumusot dito.
Sir, it's an honest to goodness information, sir. Wala akong motibo, sir, na...
Hindi, kaya nga yung tinatanong ko, kasi kanina hindi naman tinanong sa'yo, ikaw mismo voluntarily, when you are being asked by Kong Rods. Now, hindi mo ma-mention yung pangalan. Now, nandito na yung dokumento, official document. O still, are you insisting?
Yung po kasi ang binigay na info sa akin, sir.
You cannot produce the name. Then you will tell this committee that you're telling the truth.
Nandun kasi, sir, sa isang cellphone ko yung pangalan. Pinipilit ko pong i-recall, sir. Pasensya na po.
Bakit anong nandun sa binigyan ka ba ng cellphone number?
Nirecord ko po yung mga pangalan niya, sir.
Or do you have the document, official document that you were ordered by a certain General Bosa to meet that to AMLAC personnel or lawyers?
Tinawagan lang po ako, sir, ni
Oh,
Director.
yun ang problema. Because that instruction is verbal.
Oh, verbal, sir.
Oh. So verbal, okay ka?
Sir?
Okay sa'yo na verbal. Verbal instruction.
Bali, tinawagan ako ni General Lubusan na may pupunta sa...
Hindi kaya nga eh. Okay sa verbal. Instruction. Na napaka-sensitive. It's all about acid nung Espinosa.
Oh, they were ongoing investigation noon, sir.
Oh, yun yung problema mo, Tony.
Oh, ongoing po.
Colonel Marcos, yun ang problema mo. Eto i-hold ko muna.